Follow white rabbit. I'm taking potions, call me Alice. Watch me grow.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're just back out again today because I love it. I'm out on the field today for a 4-hour hunt. A nice 4-hour hunt. Weather seems to be very clement. Yeah, not too bad today. A little bit chilly if I'm being picky, but I like the cold weather, so I can't moan. Bit of a downhearted for me today, actually, to be honest. Yesterday, after dropping my son at school, I come back home to find a letter on my doorstep. Hand-delivered letter from my landlord, who has increased my rent. Not by £50 a month, right? Not by £100 a month. Not even by £150 a month. And not even by £200 a month. By £230 a month, my landlord has increased my rent by. £230 a month. And he's given me a month's notice to do so. Yeah, so I'm not happy chappy. Put it nicely. To be honest, my flat is absolutely tiny. It's probably smaller than most people's living rooms. That includes my kitchen, my bedroom, my shower room, my toilet room, and everything. And it's smaller than most bloody people's living rooms. But it's very quaint, very small. It's all I could afford at the time, and now basically I'm looking, and I have been looking for other places to rent, other places to look for. But yeah, I've had a lot on my plate this morning, yesterday, so I need to go and clear my head out in the fields, get a bit of fresh air, try and compose one's thoughts and stuff. But hopefully a bit of swinging therapy might sort me out a little bit. You never know, I could come across a hoard and I go, do you know what, I'll go buy a house. Actually, you can't in England at the moment. You can't even buy a house. They're taking away all the mortgages and stuff. We're going through a financial crisis, and it's hitting everyone. But it is what it is. At least I get some fresh air and some outside therapy. Right, sorry for gassing for so long. Bit of a whinge, really, isn't it? Sorry. Today's out in the field. I will fill you with joy and I'll fill you with happiness, because I need to give myself some, what's it called? Give myself some good vibes and hopefully share them good vibes with you. Shall I redo my intro or should I do this? I get this often on my intro, so I might even use this just so you can see. I get to an end of it. Should I use this an intro or not? Yeah, do you know what? I am going to use this as the intro, because it's me being real. Right, Grimothy, let's gas in. Got about 20-minute drive to the field. Let's get on that field, start swinging, and just enjoy yourself out in this quite a blissful day. Right, hit my thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Help me out, man. Yeah. And don't forget to check out the link on LP if you want to get into metal detecting. You'd be surprised how many people inbox me. I'm looking for a metal detector here. I'm looking for a metal detector there. And I always point them to LP's website. Have a look. They've got a vast catalogue of metal detectors from all range of prices. But my biggest advice for you, if you want to start metal detecting, don't go and buy a very, very expensive machine. One, they can be too complicated for the beginner. Two, they're too bloody expensive for man or beast. And three, many people kind of give up the hobby after a short period of time when they don't find their hoard in the first week of detecting. So yeah, it's one of these games where perseverance does pay off eventually, even it is by little bit by little bit, and you find these little pieces of history, and it's amazing. I just loved it, but it's not for everyone. I completely understand that. There's a big hoo-ha on treasure hunting and like, oh, and that's why another thing I hate all these fake bloody YouTube videos. It's absolute fakery of fakery YouTube videos. Because it gives the hobby a bad name, and people go out there and they don't find this gold cross that was buried 20 minutes ago to be found on camera. You know, That's why I like real metal detecting. That's why my channel is real metal detecting. I have bad days, many. I have more bad days than I have good days, but that's just the way metal detecting goes for you. This is a bloody long intro. It's almost 5 minutes of me gassing. Right, I am going to stop less gassing. Don't even know where I was going with this whole conversation, but I am going to stop it here. Get to the field and start digging holes. So I do apologise. But people want to hear me gassing apparently, so I'm just trying to fulfil their little bit of need to hear me just gassing along. Right, grab a thing. See you on the field. Off trot. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. First thing of the day. It's a button. It's a blank button. A button. That's yeah, nothing on it. But you start there with a button. I generally have a good day, so I'm hoping it sort of continues as he drops it. What? Get here. Where's he gone? Seriously, man. Right, well, I tried. If I only had a pinpointer, I could find out where I dropped it. Anyway, put the button in the pot, and then we'll crack on. Off a drop. Well, it wasn't long until I'm on to my first coin. Persuasion. Don't know what it is. Don't know what it is. Can I get an idea of a coin? Possibly bust. This is a grotty coin of nothingness. Possibly. I'm gonna shout it out and call it a Georgian, but you know what it's Georgian. Well, you know what it's hammer. It says Georgian. Where's my little pot? Put it in my little pouch. But there we go. That goes in there. Things to be need to be organised, Mr. Grimothy. For the nails. And yeah, off trot. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. One of my patrons said they want to see more numbers, so this is a 1011, which can either be a button or I've had hammered. I've also had gold at this sort of range. It's a low one. Yes, I am using field, no, not field, I am using beach mode because as you can see the ground on this field is very sandy. So I thought I might go with a bit of beach. But what is this? Was I wrong? Was I wrong? Button! Yeah, but that could have quite easily been a hammered coin looking at that. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a stay. I'm going to predict. They call me Mystic Grim. I'm going to predict what this signal is without digging it up. See how it's 16, 17, 18. It's jumping for them three numbers. And I know this field is renowned for 303 shells, and they ring about the same. So, is my predictions correct? Even though I still strongly believe it's going to be a 303, I'm still going to dig it up. For that 0.1 chance, it's something different, which it has been on many occasions. 0.1 many occasions. Right, is it? Is it? Am I right? Am I right? Whatever it is, it's in here. Am I right though? Am I right though? Am I right though? Am I right though? Of course I am. Getting good at this game, aren't I? But for that percent of the chance it wasn't, I dug it. I suggest you do the same, you never know. Just fill in the monstrosity and off a trot. Now you see, this rung up at the same numbers as the 303 I just dug up. Still dug it up, but it's cleaner. And the reason it's cleaner is because it's a dirty great big Jim back, Tom back, Bob back, button button. It's a button. Big old button. Yeah, so it could have been something a bit different, and it was. Oops, sorry, I scraped it with a spade, but luckily there's no pretty design on it, it's just a button. In the pot, let's crack on. Let's try and find some good stuff now. Off a trot. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just looking out. I'm on quite a high field at the moment, a high point. It looks over a gorgeous view, which I wish I could switch the camera around to show you. This absolutely amazing view, but I can't really because, well, the fear of someone jumping on my fields and stuff and saying, oh, the Grim Bleeper gave me permission to go. I gave no more permission to go anywhere, so yeah, it's not my field to give permissions to. But anyway, that's the reason I don't show where I'm metal detecting 99% of the time. But yeah, I'm looking over and I can see other farmers now seeding their fields, and it just fills me with a bit of dread, thinking it won't be long until all the fields will be not doable again and stuff. But make the most of what you can. Get out there, especially on days like today. You can't fault today, to be honest. I thought it was a bit chilly. I lied, it's warm. I'm a bit warm now, but I've been digging a few holes. So call us about halfway through the hunt. But yeah, it's an absolutely gorgeous view. Whew. I feel a bit better already from this disastrous morning. Oh, disastrous day. Yeah. I was going to say something else. Oh yeah, you'll see me switch as well from obviously beach mode, as I am in. Right now, I am still in beach mode, but I am going to walk to a different part of the field. Humongous field this is. And the ground conditions change. And why the ground conditions change is back in the day, the fields used to be a lot smaller and a lot easier to manage with horse and ploughing machines and stuff. Ploughs. So horses and ploughing machine plough things. So yeah, the fields used to be a lot smaller, and as obviously technology's evolved, the tractors have got bigger, they can plough more in a certain time. They've opened the fields up and got rid of the old hedgerows. So the reason conditions are different from the same field from one part to the next is because one field may have been left fallow for 200-300 years, and one might have been ploughed repeatedly every year and overworked and worked. So that'll give you different conditions, and yeah, and that's why it is what it is. So it's obviously good to read the ground as you're detecting, just to get the most out of your machine and hopefully pick up some more of them cut quarters, them little tiny little bits of hammer coins. They're good to find now. Done an awful lot of gassing in this video, so this might be called Grim Gassing, because I'm having a chat with you guys, letting you know what's going on. Right, that's this spot. Let's get back to swinging. Do a few more live digs as well. One of my subscribers even said to me he wants an hour-long special on Friday, so maybe I can make this an hour-long special if I keep talking about life, liberty, and fruit of the looms. Right, again, let's gas in, Grim. Let's get digging again. Try and find some good stuff, man. Right, ladies and beans, I've got a signal here. I don't know what it is. I can see an imprint there, and I reckon that's going to be bloody shrapnel. Looking just at the imprint, see, you've got the green with the lines on it, so whatever it is or wherever it is, it'll be shrapnel. Wherever you may be, Mr. Shrapnel. Come on, where's you at? Let's get a pinpointer in there, shall we? I think it's shrapnel, and I'm not wrong. One day the field's going to prove me wrong on camera. I hope it does. I really hope it does. Right, over drop. Well, this is a bit interesting. I reckon this is going to be a coin. Oh, maybe more shrapnel. Looking at it now, it's jumping a bit much. Please don't be more shrapnel. There it is. I will not put this part in the video. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I right? Am I right? I don't know, 'cause it's alright to be. Oh, I'm not wrong. See, I'm now walking, this bloody big field I'm on. I'm now walking past what used to be, I know this because I've looked at old maps. It used to be, I don't know how well you can see this without showing too much. There you go. This here is a little dip in the land. This used to be a big line of trees separating the two fields. And there's another dip up here where it's separated again to make 3 fields, but yet nowadays there's only 1 field. And the ground conditions change from each section you go to as well. I mean, if you look here, this is a lot more flinty, this bit. And I can't explain why, but it's a lot more flinty here than it was a lot sandier on that field over there, over that way. And I'm heading this way where it doesn't get, you have this like flinty line in the middle, which is like the middle field, shall we say, of the big field. And then I'm heading away, which I do believe is a Victorian dump. But I tend to have quite a bit of luck down there, so I'm going to keep mooching my way that way. The reason I think this is a Victorian dump, this part of the field I'm on now, is because of all the broken glass I see. And coins. I'm going to call this a Victorian. Come on in, come on in. I've had quite a few Victorian coins at this end, which also gives me a indication it could be. Oh god, that's really gone, that one. Come on, just give me some head. Coin, give me some head. Am I even rubbing the head side? I don't know, did it spit at me? Right, I mean, do I need to use some lubrication to get some? I don't know, I'm going to call it Victoria. Wait, got a date, 18 something or other. Yes, a very good chance it could be Victorian. A little bit of moisture on the back. Come on. I'm going to call it Victorian and be done with it. It's really gone. Anyway, coin. Now these ones get me a little bit excited. Oh. 15s. But it could be, it's very close to the surface as well. Could be either a button or a bit of lead. Can Mystic Grim get it right again? A button or a bit of lead? Is it going to be a button or a bit of lead? Though I have had hammered coins ring up at 15, but yeah, don't think it'll be today. Oh, I'm wrong. Bit of tut. Bit of triangular tut. Probably from the Victorian dump. Who knows what that could have been. Right. I mean, as I'm just walking along, the reason I think also this could be a Victorian dump is because obviously all the little shards of glass, obviously lying around, glittering in the eye, winking at me, and then you've got little bits of pottery or tile that also shine around, and it's just everywhere. There's a bit. I'm just standing here and it's all jumping out at me, so it's the reason I'm thinking this could have been either a Victorian dump site or just, I don't know. What do you think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Victorian coins with all the glass and the pottery lying around. They do get lots of little scraps of lead here as well. There's a little bit. Look, just winking at me in the eye. That's a bit of a thin bit, but what do you reckon? Yeah, I'm on to another coin. It was quite deep. Obviously a pre-decimal half penny. Not even that old. Still another coin for the pot. Right, ladies and gentlemen, my next thing of the hole here is this. I do believe just a really crusted up button. I may be wrong. Yeah, it's very gone. But I'm going to draw your attention to the magical stone of this piece of flint. So just a piece of normal flint, as you see lying around everywhere. Why is this one? Look. Whatever flint, nothing. That one. Why? Right, and gentlemen, this makes sense to be a military button. The amount of 303 tips and shrapnel I found. So yeah, why am I throwing it away, man? It could have been a military button. There's nothing left on it though. Just my God, what's wrong with me? I need hands that are not made of butter. Yeah, just a button. Buttery hands with buttons. Right, ladies and gentlemen, right next to this worm, he's even pushing it for me, look. I think I've come across a little coin. I don't think it's a button. I've already had a look at it. It rang up. I don't know. What do you reckon? Is that a little coin or? It's got no definite shank mark. I think I can almost make out some sort of patterns on it. Could be a coin. What do you reckon? Coin or button? Stick it in my coin side. You never know. My next signal rang for a right beaut. I could have sworn it was going to be a coin, but I was rewarded with a bloody tap. And I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. No houses for miles around. What is a tap doing in the middle of the field? Huh? Answers on a postcard or in the comments below, whatever comes first. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, beans. End of a roundup. All my chunky bits, 303 galore. Not as many, it's not beating a record, nowhere near a record. Shrapnel might be on a record though. All my leady bits. little blobs of little blobules of lead. Then my buttons, as always. The button king lives again. And then my coins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, possibly 4. I don't know. I'm still going to call that a coin. There you go. That's 4 hours out real metal detecting for you. I just realised my silver drought's over as well. I've got no silver unless silver tinfoil counts or silver wine top counts or some. No, doesn't, does it? Rubbish. Is that chalk? No, that's lead. Goes in the lead pile. Right, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. See you on the next one.